excited to play another derby and our second one in 3 games. But look, we played Melbourne City quite a bit in pre-season, so the boys know what to expect. They're still, the benchmark. They won it last season, so the boys are excited to face, one of the best sides in the comp and see where we're at.
So looking at the side that you've run out these first weeks of the season, I remember watching your pre-season game at Casey. It is a very similar looking side to that one. Do you mix things up for this City game, so hit them with something they haven't seen before?
It won't be exactly the same as the pre-season games, because obviously there's points on the line. We won't mix it up too much. It will still be very similar to what we've been doing in the early weeks, and playing to our structures and trying to improve on that. And we know that we'll keep on improving because still players are getting used to each other. The new players that have come in, players are getting used to the new system, and we'll keep on improving. But it'll be pretty similar to what we did in pre-season.
We've seen with City last week against Adelaide come back and get a draw. The week before that, Brisbane coming really hard at them at the end of the game. Hume came at them hard midweek. Even dating back to last season, City looked a bit shaky late in games. Is that something you can exploit on the weekend?
From the first minute to the last minute, we'll give it everything. That's what we will try and do, and it depends on the way we perform. We know that City are a good side, so we're expecting a tough game right until, and normally it's 95 minutes. Whether we get something in the 95th minute, you don't know, and that's but we won't give up no matter what the scoreline is, if we're up or if we're behind. And I know City have conceded a little bit late, but it doesn't mean that they're used to conceding that late. They're a good side. They won it last year for a reason, and we have to be at the top of our game.
I mean, how do you approach this period? You've got a game on Tuesday coming up as well. Is it a thing about sort of rotating players going into Tuesday, then obviously coming out of this one?
Yeah, we will rotate players, and look, we have to be careful, because at the moment our squad is still pretty light, and it's also a good opportunity to players that haven't started, or don't start on Saturday to get game time. And we want to win every game, but we also want to give opportunities to everyone as well to show what they can do. And that's where players love playing games. And so the ones that haven't been playing, it's good for them to play. But first of all, we're focused on City and making sure that we get the result that we want.
So the challenges of the lockdown for training and all that were obviously the numbers and that. How many academy kids have you had training with you that you can actually rotate into the squad for next week?
Yeah, we've had a lot. We've had a lot of academy kids, and we've got a lot of scholarship players. And the reason why we've got them is because we believe that they can play A-League football, and we have to give them opportunities. So they've been with us, majority of them, the whole of pre-season, and the ones that will be involved have been with us from the start, and they know what we're trying to do, and so it's not like we have to call upon players that haven't been with us.
In terms of fitness and injury concerns, did you have any coming out of last week that are still hovering over this game?
No concerns, luckily. But you never know after the last training session until tomorrow morning that there might be something, but we'll just take it as it comes. At the moment, everyone's fit and ready to go.
Who starts up front? We saw Prijovic last week. Once the ball comes on, gives you a bit of energy, scores his first goal for the club. Does he earn another start? Does Prijovic retain his place?
It's a good question, and it's a good, that's what I want. I want players to come in and perform, because, you can win and lose games in the last 15 minutes, and when you've got players that can make an impact, that helps. And so Wenzel Halls, we know if he does start or if he comes in off the bench, that he'll be ready to go, and he's got confidence. And when a player scores their first goal, they do get confidence, and as a former striker, I know how much it helps to score that first goal.
How's Prijovic settled in? He came in fairly late. Has he settled in alright?
Yeah, look, it takes time. For a foreigner, it always takes time. For a new player coming into a team, it takes time, especially for a foreigner that doesn't know the league well. It will take time, and we know what quality he has, and that he'll get better. And the more he plays with his teammates, and the more he plays with us, and understanding it, because when they come in late, they're playing a little bit of catch up, but we know that he's got the quality, and he'll get there, and we're happy with his progression, but we know that there's still a lot left in him.
You mentioned it's your second derby in 3 weeks. Didn't get the result you wanted in the first one against Victory. How important is it to get a result in this one for not just yourself and your new tenure, but also the fans coming into the season?
We would love to get the win for our fans, and because I know it's not our home game, but I'm sure they'll come and support us, and they'll make as much noise as they possibly can. And the players, do enjoy that, and we want to get the win because it's not because it's a derby, it's because it's 3 points, and we want to keep on winning. And winning creates good habits, and that's why it was so important to get that first win against Perth, because we perform well against Victory, but when you don't get that win, you sort of, when's it going to come? When's it going to come? Now that Perth game's out of the way, and now we believe that every game we're capable of winning.
What's the personal rivalry like with Paddy Kisnelba, two former Socceroos?
Not a rivalry, a good relationship. We respect each other, that's for sure. I coach Paddy as well, so I've got a lot of respect for Paddy, first as a player and now as a coach. He's done a tremendous job. So we're both winners and we both want to win. So I don't think you'll see Paddy coming over to my bench to have a go at me or anything like that. But we'll be both wanting to win the football game. So there's a respectful rivalry, if you want to call it.
I feel like we ask this every week, but Queen, any chance to play for the next few days in either of the games?
No.
Is it just fitness? Has he picked up an injury?
Oh, he's got a personal issue that we're taking care of, but I don't want to go too much into it.